Or you can also interpret it as we did, as a continuation of the original story.
Yes, thank you.
Then the next change is this. Sandra, why do we have a change in time frame here? Especially a change that has the simple present. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
The general truth.
Are you sure or are you asking me?
No, I'm not sure.
What did you do with your partner? You were with a partner, right?
Because it's like assumption.
Assumption.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is not an assumption. This is something that corresponds to this person's experience.
It's general truth.
It's a generalization. Truth. ¿No? Se pronuncia así. Truth.
True.
Esta es la misma que usas cuando pronuncias esto.
Think.
Ajá, entonces esto es
True.
truth.
True.
Truth.
General truth.
Truth.
True.
Truth. Then, in the next case, you had to find the changes. All right. Abigail, where did you find the first change in time frame? Between what and what sentence?
Between the first and the second sentence, I'd be really happy when the summer is over. Slash, well, I put the slash. I don't like hot water because I think it's making a statement of, I'm sorry, to move from a general statement to a specific example.
So do you think this is a general statement?
Yeah.
This is an example? An example of this?
It's because, well, I think when the subject said that I don't like hot water, it's because it's a specific example.
So you agree that this is an example? You feel this is an example? An example of what?
No, it's more like a specific situation that he or she don't like hot water.
I don't, you don't, she or he
doesn't like
hot weather. Does everybody agree? Are we changing from a general statement to a specific example?
No, I think it's a general truth.
Yeah.
So, what is the first sentence and what is the second sentence? So,
so we have future sentence and a general truth.
So this is a general truth or what? Yes or no?
Yes, I
Yes.
think.
It's something that this person doesn't like. So we understand this is always in general.
Yes.
And what about this one?
It's a statement.
About what? Esta también es un statement.
Yes.
O sea, la palabra statement quiere decir oración. O sea que pues, todas son statements, ¿no? Generalmente las afirmativas y las negativas son statements y las otras son questions. Entonces necesito un poquitito más de precisión. Is this more specific or more general than this one?
It's general.
This one is general?
I know. I'm sorry. It's a specific.
It's more specific because the person is talking about this particular summer and this person will be happy when that particular summer is over. So this is a specific statement about a particular situation. And then we have the general truth. I don't like hot weather. I could stand mosquitoes. Where is the next change, Gabriel?
Yes, I wrote a dash between summer and last summer.
Dash.
Yeah, dash.
Dash is así.
Oh, sorry.
Slash. No, slash.
Slash. Sorry, I confused.
A slash between what and what?
Summer and last summer.
And last summer. Something happened here. Why is there a here?
Sorry, teacher?
Why? Okay, there is a change. We see a change between present and past. But why is there a change?
Well, I think it's because the author is changing from a general statement to specific example.
Specific example, something that happened last summer. So specific example. Then, is there any other change in time frame, Jessica?
Yes.
Where?
Between Were Terrible and next year.
And next. Here. Okay. What is the justification or what is the reason for this change?
Contrast between one time and another.
Contrast between one time and another. Is there any other change in tenses here, Pauline?
Yes, between Antarctica and I understand.
And what is the reason for this change? What do you see?
The change is to a general truth.
So this is a generalization. All right. Number 3, Odette. In the next passage, where did you find the first change in time frame?
I put the slash between earthquakes and the Richter scale.
The Richter scale.
Richter.
And what is the reason for this change?
mm, to the general statement to a specific example.
Okay. To a general statement or from a general statement?
From a general statement.
Sí, ¿no? Porque si no, todos van a ser tú y me quedo muy confundida.
Yes, sorry.
So, this is a general truth or statement. And here we move to a specific example. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday here or only in my other course. This word is pronounced like this. Dando cuenta que tiene tienen estas cositas de aquí. ¿Cómo se llaman estas cositas?
Eggs.
Eggs. Bueno, pues así como pronuncian esto, se pronuncia esto. Example. ¿No? Esto también. Executive. Eggs. Algunas sí se pronuncian como en español. Esta sí es oxygen. Pero esta es example. So, Hugo, where is the next change in time frame?
The next change is between intensity
intensity and this. What is the reason for the change in your opinion?
The reason is because we are talking when we return to the general truth.
General truth.
Yeah.
Truth. No, tengo que oír esto. Truth. Ponen estos se imaginan que esta cosa es su lengua. La atrapan entre los dientes. Y luego, con esa posición, dicen una S. I think, truth, nothing. No, es la Z de los españoles. Zaragoza. ¿Okay?
Okay.
So, if you go to your Google Classroom, you are going to find something that looks like this. Sorry. These are from our handouts. These are. It's called ACER Chapter 4, Exercise 6, Future Now Habit. So, you have 2 pages, and you have sentences. In some cases, they are like mini dialogues. And you essentially have to classify the italicized verbs as future, now, or habit. So I'm going to give you back the control of your screen and go to your Google Classroom and let me know when you have the file. It's in tenses.
Ready, teacher.
Ready.
Yep. Okay.
Yes.
So this has to be as fast as possible. You have to automatize and make it this mechanic. So you're going to discuss with your partner and you're going to alternate and do it this in 4 minutes. So you have to put a little bit of pressure so that you can work a little bit faster and automatize this without thinking that much. So let's see. Oops. Something here. Mhm. Okay. That, mhm. So there were 2 people who were kicked out, so I need to give you back a partner. Mhm. Mm.
Es que yo digo que sí se puede, solamente sería pues tener una ballena bebé desde que nace y estar ahí todo el tiempo con ella y pues si la alimentas, pues ¡pum! Yo creo que sí sería posible. Did you get the document that the teacher told us?
I was trying to open it, but I don't know what happens. What
Yeah.
is going on in my classroom? I could open it in my cell phone, but not in my computer.
Yeah. Don't worry. Let's think. What activity we are gonna to do?
Eh, I don't know. I didn't hear.
Yeah, I am the same. Okay,
Mm,
but maybe in the WhatsApp chat can tell us. Well, maybe if they respond.
yeah.
A ver, ¿qué actividad hay que hacer? Hay que hacer. A ver si ya me responden. Well, so maybe is the first activity, but I don't know what we are going to do. Well, activity 6. Using the present progress and the simple present to express the future time. Directions indicate the meaning expressed by italicate. Do you know what is the meaning of italicate?
In itálicas, es que están inclinadas.
Ah,
Taking,
cierto, sí. Me imagino que sí. Ok, ajá, escribiendo futuro, ahora o habilidad. A ver, yo, yo estaré, no, ¿cómo se diría? Yo estoy tomando un curso, no,
yo,
yo estoy tomando 4 cursos,
sería como,
yo estaré tomando,
ajá.
pero ahí iría el will, ¿no? Will be.
Sí, pero, ay, no.
Bueno, te creo, te creo.
Bueno, es que todavía se puede usar el present continuous. Entonces,
Entonces, en this semester, o sea, el semestre, estás en el futuro, Y ahora the students usually take, usualmente, I will main this letter at the corner when I take a Susan. I think that is in future.
Ajá.
The next one, my brother's birthday is next week. I am giving him a sweater. I think maybe it's the same, no?
Future, yeah.
In the future. And the broadcaster is giving. Ay, pero sí.
Let's check.
Está bien. Si no, pues está bien.
Mhm,
No le salió mucho.
mhm, mhm.
Sí se nos fue. A ver, voy a escuchar mi nota para ver si me acuerdo muy bien. Me queda bien claro.
So, number 4, Axel. Read the sentence and then give us your analysis.
Okay. I'll mail this letter at the corner when I take Susan home.
Mhm.
It's in the future.
Future. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Manuel.
My brother's birthday is next week. I am giving him a sweater. It is in the future.
Okay. Larissa?
The broadcaster is giving the latest news about the crisis in England. I want to hear what she's saying now.
Ajá. A ver, ¿puedes leer esta oración otra vez? La después de sh.
The broadcaster is giving the latest news about the crisis in England.
¿Por qué preguntas?
I'm sorry, the broadcaster is
Eso es que quiero que corrijas. Ajá.
Yeah, I'm not seeing your screen.
Yes, I am going to restart the process.
Okay.
Was a problem. So, the broadcaster
is giving the latest news about the crisis.
Léelo desde el principio. Parecemos Hugo, Paco y Luis. O sea, yo leo the broadcaster y tú lees is y otro más dice giving. No, tú toda, completa.
The broadcaster is giving the latest news about the crisis in England.
Ajá, like that. Number 7, Lucero.
When I graduate, I'm going to return home. In the future.
Future. For example, how do you pronounce this word?
Nature. Nature?
Nature. So you know that the T in the company of you changes to ch, nature. Well, something similar happens with the D is next to you. It doesn't, for example, this. It's educate. O sea, se lo tienen que imaginar como si estuviera escrito así. Educate, graduate. Así como ya saben que este cambia a ch, nature, este va a cambiar a j. Educate, graduate. Read again, please.
When I graduate, I'm going to return home.
Okay, Victor.
When students graduate, they receive diplomas, habitually.
Number 9, Mildred.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed early tonight. In the future.
Future. Pronunciation early, not early, early. Number 10, Monte.
When I am in New York, I am going to visit the Museum of Modern Art in the future.
Future. Number 11, Victoria.
When I am home alone in the evening, I like to read or watch television. It's a habit.
It's a habit or habitual. Number 12, Zaire.
Are you busy? Not really. Now. All of them.
Pero aquí todavía no apareció ninguno.
I was confused because I don't know what.
Because it's about the verb, no?
Yes, I don't know which line was with which pair of sentences.
No hay nada aquí, tú no te preocupes.
Ah, okay.
Aquí ya tenemos A y B, ¿no? Are you busy? Not really. And then?
What are you doing now?
And then B?
I am writing a letter to my folks now.
Now.
When you finish your letter, do you want to play a game of chess?
Chess.
Of chess? Future.
So chess is ajedrez.
Yes. Yes, of chess, future.
How did you read this? Can you read that again? When you
finish your letter, do you want to play a game of chess?
Okay. Number 13, Fair.
What are you doing after work today? Now. I'm playing tennis with Brown at the health club. And you? Future. I'm meeting Smith for a round of golf. Future.
And what about this thing? So is this now? Really?
No. Future.
Future. Yeah, don't be so impulsive. 14, Carla.
Tom will arrive at 8 tomorrow evening. Future.
Mariel, next.
Tony is going to arrive at 8 tomorrow night. Future.
Laura, 16.
Tony is arriving at 8 tomorrow evening. Future.
Sandra, next.
Tony arrives at 8 tomorrow evening.
Are you asking him?
No.
Really?
Tony arrives at 8 tomorrow evening. Future.
And finally, number 18, Abigail.
When Tony arrives, we'll have a party. Now.
Yeah. In the company of when, if, as soon as, after, before, we use the simple present to indicate what. ¿Cómo es la canción de los Beatles?
When I'm 60.
When I'm 64, ¿no?
Oh, yeah.
¿Y se refiere a now?
No. It's about future.
It's the future. So this simple present in the company of when, if, after, before, as soon as is the future. Because you have two actions, future number one and future number two. For the independent clause, you use will. But for the subordinate clause, you use simple present. Any question?
No.
No? So, what I promised yesterday, oh, no, not yet, hold on. In the Google Classroom, under tenses, you have this material that is called Tino's cartoon. Mhm. This. And you have your instructions for your homework. You have this cartoon. So the instructions say, attaches a handout with a cartoon by Tino. Analyze the pictures carefully and decide on a story, your interpretation of what is going on. Write the same story in 3 time frames. That is, you should write 3 texts, one in present time frame, one in past time frame, and one in future time frame. All of them telling the same story. It's not that you're going to invent a new story every time. No, you just change the time frame with the necessary adjustment in times expressions and the logic of what's going on. You write your assignment using WordPad or Word, double space, a maximum of 70 words per text. Make sure not to exceed these limits, because I won't be checking anything longer than that. And you give me 3 centimeters margin all around. You save your file in PDF, giving it a transparent name, like the name given here, Juan Rueda's Tino's Cartoon Stories, and you have to upload your file by the deadline set, which is Thursday at 3 p.m. So let me stop sharing so that I can share my screen here in the laptop. So just to make sure. Mhm. Do you see my screen? Mhm.
Yes.
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 So I have a page, Word. So you're going to write, I don't know, Tino's cartoon, blah, blah, blah. And observe what happens here. Okay, I'm going to change the language. No, this one. So I'm going to change the language. And you see that I have written 2 words. So Tino's is 1 word, cartoon is another. So, and you're going to see how this moves as when I write. This is just an example of how to make sure you won't exceed the number of words for this task. So you see, I have 22 words. So you have a counter here. So there is no possibility of ignoring that. So you have to write a maximum of 70 words per story. Because I am a human being. I have 20 students here, 24 in the other group. And if each one gives me 3 assignments, that is 3 stories, and everybody starts writing more than I request, I am not able to check. And the point of homework is to give you feedback. Is it clear?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes.
I hope. Mhm. So make sure you respect another important thing, because many things happen. Hold on. Is that here you have the ruler. So I can reduce or I can make the margins larger. For example, here you see how my cursor changed. So I can make it larger and I can make it smaller to have 3 centimeters and 3 centimeters on each side. I need these 3 centimeters. And here I also need 3 centimeters. So you give me 3 centimeters. Because I need space all around for my notes. And then you have to choose double space. So blah, blah, blah. This is the rest of the example. So you see that this is not double space. So I have to either click, right click, and here I am giving the opción párrafo, y aquí escojo cómo quiero el interlineado, es una opción. O bien, sí, me regreso, lo que puedes escoger este simbolito que está aquí. Entonces, selecciono y aquí le doy al carré que está ahí y escojo 2. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So, double space, 3 centimeter margin all around, and 17 words maximum per story. 3 stories. It could be one after the other. So you just leave a larger space and then you start the next story and so on. No, you don't need to give me 3 pages. Okay? Well, so for this assignment, you will need to pay attention to the time frames that we have been studying. And if you are changing the time frame from generality to something more specific, you need to pay attention. The other thing you need to pay attention to is subject-verb agreement. So let's start studying the rules. I'm going to work on the board. So you will have to take notes. So the rules are subject, verb, agreement. So at the beginning, I am only going to show the first 2 categories, always singular and always plural. And then I need to erase everything to start showing the special cases. So let me divide something a little bit like this. So we have the always singular. The most obvious case is that singular words or non-countable nouns need singular verbs. We're going to always have a singular verb. The second rule is nouns or pronouns preceded by the following words: each, every, either, neither, and, little, a little, much, and leave a space. If I remember something, I will leave.
Professor, you can restart the video because I think it is blue.
It's blurry?
Yeah.
Okay.
O el viernes que se los termine.
Is it better?
Nope.
No?
No.
Yeah? No?
No, but I think we need maybe time to focus.
No, it's usually automatic. When I turn it off and I turn it on, it usually resets.
That is just the only way that we are don't see clearly.
No?
No. But I don't know why the other classes were better, but I don't know.
Yeah. So, well, in that case, I am going to work with the iPad and I'm going to write the rules there. But in that case, it's going to be a little bit. It's harder for me to work with a white page. It's almost migraine guaranteed. Let's see. Very funny things happen. Not even now. It looks blurry. Okay. Well, let me share the screen and prepare page on this.
I don't want to that. It's too bad. Oh, teacher.
So just let me put it a little bit less white because it's hard for me to work like that. Something like this. Okay. So, I said, well, they always singular. So the first rule is all singular or non-countable nouns. The second case was, well, nouns or pronouns preceded by the words each, every, either, neither. This is strange, but it's like that. Many, and, little, much. Well, the comparative, less.
Professor, do you want to continue in the whiteboard? Because now it looks better. I don't know if you want.
Well,
but no.
Okay, can we continue here?
Yes.
Okay, so let's continue. Less a little, and then what did I say? Not much. Okay. Then the next rule is nouns words ending in body, one, or thing. Then words ending in is or ch or chi when they refer to language. Nouns or pronouns preceded by the expression the number of. The number of. Then words ending in S referring to diseases or fields of study, even if they look like plurals because they have an S. Then expressions of quantity, bring to money, time, depth, length, and other dimensions or measures. Then, anticipatory it. Here, probably you need an example like this. En español, esto no es singular, ¿están de acuerdo? ¿Cómo dirían esta frase en español?
¿Esos son los?
No, no sé. Ya dejen de traducir it como eso.
Esos.
No, tampoco. Esto es eso. It no es nada. Nosotros diríamos, son los alumnos quienes tienen que hacer el examen. Lo decimos en plural, son los alumnos. En inglés, como tengo que usar it, y como it es singular, es un anticipatory it, va singular. Ujú. Pero se traduce como, son los alumnos quienes harán el examen o tienen que hacer el examen. Ajá.
Is it possible they are the?
No, justamente no.
Okay.
Porque they are sería otra cosa, te los estoy presentando. Ellos son los alumnos que van a hacer el examen. Pero aquí estoy haciendo una observación general. Ujú.
Okay.
¿No? No se puede reemplazar con they. No, no. Si quieres otra frase más general, por ejemplo, ¿no? Ahora que está tan de moda las cuestiones de género. It is women who do most of house chores. ¿Cómo traducen eso?
Son las mujeres quienes hacen las labores en el hogar.
Exacto, ¿verdad? No dicen ellas son las mujeres, sino son las mujeres quienes hacen la mayor parte de los trabajos domésticos. Entonces, así se dice en inglés, with anticipatory it. Then, 9, where were we? Diseases, length, I am missing one. Well, I got distracted. In a moment, it will come. And then we have number 10, which is the word news is singular. It's like plural, but it's not. Well, so this is the always singular. Now let's proceed to the always plural. Oops. Are you taking notes?
Yep.
Yes.
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 I hope so.
Yes.
Number 10 is the word news.
The word news.
Okay.
The news today was sad because of this tragedy in the subway line. It's not the news were sad, it's the news was sad. So now the always plural thing. So in the always plural, again, we have the basic general rule, all plural countable nouns are going to need a plural verb. Then, what was number 2 here? Have more or less the same number. Okay. So nouns or pronouns preceded by many, several, various, in the other one, we can include after much, we can include a great deal of. So many, several, various, both, few, a few, fewer. Okay? Then, number 3, what rule did we have here? Okay. Let's say now, nouns, linked with both and. ya vimos que cuando están juntas cambiaban de sentido, ¿no? ¿Cómo se interpretaba both and?
¿Tanto como?
Tanto como.
Tanto como.
Tanto como.
Acuérdense, ajá. O sea, both solito es ambos, pero both and es tanto esto como lo otro. Then, in English, that implies plural verb. Then, what do we have next? I got lost. It is words ending in is, sh, or ch when they refer to people. Usually, in this case, preceded by the word, by the article the. Now, nouns or pronouns preceded by the expression a number of. So you see, in this one, we have the number of. And in this one, we have a number of. Then, then items of clothing or tools that appear to be made or that appear to consist of two parts. For example, glasses, pants, this kind of things. And then the word people and the word police, they are always plural. Okay? Now I remember the number 9 that I was missing. I'm going to write. Titles of books, movies, TV series, etc., even if they contain a plural. For example, The Simpsons is the name of a TV series. The Simpsons is the plural because the name is Homer Simpson. The Simpsons is the plural, is the family. But if you want to refer to the TV series, The Simpsons is a very popular TV series. It's always singular, okay? Well, so?
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Well, so I'm going to move now to the special cases. These are normal cases. Now let's see the special cases. So the first case is something that you are familiar with the expletives there or here. The verb must agree with the real subject. Which is placed after the verb. So let's see. So in the first case, what do we need to complete the sentence?
There is a lot of solution.
There is, because the subject is solution. And in the other one?
There are a lot of students.
Because the subject is students. And this example is going to help me illustrate the next rule. Which is with vague quantifiers, such as a lot of, lots of, most, plenty of, all, some, the verb must agree with the number of the noun or pronoun modified by such quantifiers. And we can refer to see example above. So here we have, I'm going to use a different color. Let's see what color can we use. We have this quantifier is vague because it's not like the other quantifiers. Many always modifies a plural, or much is always for singular, but a lot of can be either one. So it's vague. So I need to pay attention to the following word. So let me give you another example. So what do you think we need to complete the first sentence? You are Spanish?
Are not?
Or not?
You are Spanish?
No, we are Mexican.
You're Mexican, no? You what?
Speak.
Speak Spanish?
Speak, no? To see, no?
Okay.
Speak Spanish. Because the subject is the students. All is a vague quantifier. We don't know. It could be plural, a company, a plural, or a singular. And in the next case, what do we need? Is. So all is not enough. I need to pay attention to the noun that is modified by such a vague quantifier. So, and this example is going to help me illustrate the next rule. Prepositional phrases, participial phrases, or relative clauses do not alter the number of the noun or pronoun modified by such phrases or clauses. So, if you observe, yeah, are you following me?
Yes.
If you observe this case, let me choose this one. These are prepositional phrases. It's a group of words that starts with a preposition. And in this case, the last word of the prepositional phrase is singular, but that is not the subject. The subject is students. In this case, the last word, the word that is next to the verb is rivers, but it's part of the prepositional phrase, so it's just like an adjective. And it doesn't change the number of water. So again, see example above. Yeah? May I continue?
Yes. Yes.
Well, the next rule is with the correlative conjunctions, either or, not only, but also, and neither nor, the verb must agree with the closer subject. So, let's see an example. Okay, so what verb do you think we need to complete these examples in what?
Have in the first.
The closer subject.
But it's not the closer subject in this case, the nurses.
So the doctor what? No, this is the closer subject. This is the position of the verb. So the closer subject is
has.
Has. And here I need a verb. So the closer subject is nurses. So here we need
have.
So we have either or. This is different from the rule for the singular, when we simply have either. No, it's not the same. This is the correlative conjunction. Okay, can we continue?
Okay, so in this case, is closer subject to the verb, right? No, not to either or the correlative conjunction.
No. Verb must agree with the. Okay, you want to use with the subject and no deje de la duda. The subject closer to it. Y ese it es verbo.
Thanks.
Porque si llaman a mi abogado, yo diré que yo expliqué la regla. No me vayan a decir, yo negaré otras cosas. Then, number 5. With collective nouns, such as government, class, committee, family, etc. There are others. The verb is used in third person singular if all the members of the group are acting as a unit. But the verb is used in plural if the members of the group are acting as individuals. And let's see an example. Okay. Do you understand the word rehearsal?
No.
Yes.
Rehearsal is the practice that usually musicians or actors do before the real performance.
Thanks.
So, rehearsal is a noun. What is the corresponding verb?
Goes.
The corresponding verb, o sea, el verbo para el sustantivo rehearsal es go. Ahora sí que mí no entiende. O sea, cuando yo voy al aeropuerto y hay arrivals, ¿cuál es el verbo de arrival?
Arrive.
Es, ¿verdad? O sea, ya nos estamos entendiendo. Entonces, aquí voy a necesitar el verbo rehearse, que es el verbo que corresponde a la actividad rehearsal. Ajá.
Okay.
De acá sí necesito go, pero o sea, como que no me contestan lo que yo pregunto, ¿no? O sea, y luego porque tienen problemas con sus mamás y sus novias. ¿De qué quieres el helado, mi amor? Ayer. Pues, no contestan lo que se les pide. So, I need the verb rehearse to complete the first sentence. How should we use it?
Rehearses.
Rehearses. Let me think. Sorry. And in the other, after the rehearsal, the band
Go home.
Go home. Is it clear why rehearses and why go home?
Yes.
The others, is it clear?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, everybody?
Yes.
I hope so. And finally, be careful with sentences like this. This is not in reality a new rule, but it looks complicated. So, what do we need to complete?
Who are operating on my cat is my cousin.
Are you asking me?
No, one of the veterinarians who are operating on my cat is my cousin.
Is it clear to everybody? Who, the relative clause, the relative pronoun refers to veterinarian, so we need the plural. But all these, what color did I choose? All this is a prepositional phrase that includes a relative clause that doesn't change the number of the subject. This is the subject. Okay? So it's not in reality a new rule. It's just the application of what we have seen.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. May I, or you have not finished taking your notes?
No, please just 2 minutes more.
Okay.
Okay, ready.
Everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You should go to your Google Classroom, and you are going to find a file that is called Della Fiore, subject verb agreement, pronouns, case, and agreement. Okay, so it's a new section in your Google Classroom which is called subject verb agreement.
Okay.
Has everybody found it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Great. So, well, ignore what you have at the beginning. You have page 50 with some information. It's some of the rules that I gave you, but in a different presentation, and not all the rules. But if you need a different way of explaining, okay, you have some information there. But you go to page 51, immediately after the chart, and you have exercises, agreement of verb with subject. Do you see it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So let's try something now, because we don't have much time. And so, in number 1, it says underline, well, letter A says underline the word in parentheses that makes sense and be complete. But it's a good idea to circle the word that forced you to choose such or such completion. So let me share my screen again to make sure we are on the same frequency. So, number 1, there not a lady in the store. What should we use to complete this?
Was.
Yes? We have a man and a lady.
Okay.
And we have and. Entonces, aquí van a tener que resistir su impulsividad juvenil y leer con mucho cuidado antes de responder. So, what is the answer?
Where?
Where a man and a lady in the store. Because this is the first rule in the special cases. After explaining there, the verb in reality agrees with the subject that is after, and the subject is a man and a lady. Number 2, each of the boys what?
Look.
What rule are you applying?
The closest subject.
Sí, the closest subject to what? Esta es una correlative conjunction.
No.
Hasta está aquí todavía, está allí en el pizarrón.
Oh, yeah.
We have each, so it has to be in singular. So we have to look.
No, because it's the voice, and the voice is not a noun or a pronoun. So.
Voice is a noun. Claro que voice is a noun. ¿De dónde sacan que voice is not a noun?
But.
Les agarré el suspiritaco aquí.
Okay, but.
De mí, por amor de Dios. Tengo la palabra each preceding a noun, the voice. So it's always singular. O sea, las reglas las tienen ahí, por eso tienen sus propias notas, ¿no? Yo digo. Entonces, ahora el chiste es aplicarlas. Number 3, she what?
Doesn't. Not variable today.
It's the general rule. Singular subjects require singular verbs. Number 4.
Was.
¿Y qué es lo que me está forzando a usar was?
Everybody.
Palabras que terminan en body, one, or thing are singular. Number 5.
Was.
Mhm. What rule are we applying?
Pronouns and nouns that are preceded by either.
No, this is not the singular.
It's a corrective conjunction.
It's a special case, either or. Tienen que subrayar esas palabras que los hacen tener cierta selección. So we have either or. I have to agree the verb with Ellen because this is the closer subject. Mhm. Number 6.
Weren't you absent yesterday?
Okay. Number 7.
Does anyone in your classes take guitar lessons?
Guitar. No es guitar, es guitar.
Guitar.
Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes.
What is forcing us to choose does?
Ending in one.
Then one. Mhm. Number 8.
Where?
Read the sentence. Mhm.
A boy and a girl were here to see you.
Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Number 9.
It doesn't.
Doesn't.
Mhm. 10.
Neither
of
of
the men
them is
is.
here yet.
Sorry.
This is the rule that we have on the board. They're always singular because we have neither. We don't have the correlative. We just have neither. Well, okay. So it's rather late. I have just the necessary time to prepare my next lesson. Next class, we will continue practicing this. But now you have a little bit more information to write your story of the cartoon, because that is your homework, to write the story in 3 time frames, paying attention to the tenses and paying attention to the subject-verb agreement. Mhm. And obviously applying all the things that you know about connectors, run-on sentences, theme and rhyme, etc. Okay?
Okay.
Teacher.
Well, that's all for today. See you Thursday, where we are going to continue working on the subject-verb agreement. But concentrate on your homework about Kim, please. And, well, I don't have time for more things today. I need to prepare my next lesson, so sorry.
Thank you very much, teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye, take care.